just a minute. So sorry I can't be watching the chat while I'm doing this, but I think we're up. Everything looks good. I'm going to rearrange the camera. Sorry I kind of dropped off what I was doing, guys, but I've been sick since last Sunday, and this is the first time it's actually felt like I've had two synapses firing at the same time. So, where we left off last time was putting the extruder axis together. I got that all put together. Wires are all jangly, but we're to the step where we're getting ready to attach the extruder assembly to the whole rest of the gizmo here. So let's turn this around. Yeah, it's starting to feel like a printer. Get some of the wires. Where are you guys going? Get all tangled and caught in everything. Okay. So, right now we're supposed to place the extruder assembly on the Y carriage as in the first picture, which is that-a-way. Oh, did you come out of there? No. Okay, so the Pinda and the part fan cooler, yeah, come over and go under the left side, right over the smooth rod, below the belt. Alright, and then the hot end fan and the extruder, or the stepper, come up over the right side of the smooth rod. Okay, let's get you back up in here. Okay, so that's there. It's very important to place the things as shown in the picture. Alright, so we got those. Yeah, cables from the hot end go under the slowest smooth rod. Get a M3 by 30, an M3 by 40, and an M3 by 18. So a 30 and a 40 and an 18. Yes? Okay. And not the extruder in the X carriage using the screws above. So the long one goes in the top hole, right here. The short one, shorter one goes on the left, and the longer one goes on the right. Okie dokie. So, tighten all the screws, but not fully. Okay. Okay, I see. You've got to go there now, and you guys are going into this slot, but there's going to be a jog. Oh boy. these guys on this side have to go into that slot, and then this gets pushed up and into there. Okay, so the longest one goes in the top, and that's going to go all the way through to the stepper. Oy vey. Get it started by a couple turns. Okay. And then the middle size screw goes on the right. And the little shortest screw goes on the left. Okay, so they're just all started in there. Then we need to get this into the slot and the Pinda one into the slot. Okay, okay. Now tighten all the screws equally. Okay. Get that just snug. Is that guy starting? Feels like he is, but I don't think so. It's got to be the right length screw. Not yet enough on this guy. Ah, okay. Wasn't quite in there yet. Alright, there's that. That one. Do. I did not get your square screw in there. How did I not get one in there? Ay, ay, ay. Well, I must have got that one in there. Well, this is one of those things where I may have to take this apart again. I see I missed this one. Just because I was kind of worried about it falling out, probably. Yeah, that's going to be super tricky to get in there now. But I have my handy dandy tweezers. And that goes in there. And this goes on here. Need a little more persuasion. There we go. I think it's lined up now. Nope. What is going on here? Too far? Hold hole's not lining up. Ah, there we go. It's getting in there. Alright. So that one's in there. Okay, that one's tight. That one's tight. And what about you? What's going on with you? I know there's a nut down in there. Yeah. Push the nut out. Couldn't have pushed the nut out. How can you not be starting? You little putz. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay. Alright, well, we'll pull the hot end fan off and see if I missed anything in here. Pretty sure I didn't, but you never know. And I may have to pull it all the way back apart again. But that's okay. It's good practice. And so this extruder assembly is a bit trickier than the original. Alright, so what is going on here? Nothing that I can see from there, which is about what I expected. You're not in the right spot to go through to there. Alright. Well, pull this guy off, back him out. Okay, so I imagine this is what other people did as well, and I'm going mainly from the printed manual because it's a pain in the ass to look stuff up on with my eyesight from a screen and switch back and forth from my glasses to no glasses. Okay, pull the wires out, pull those wires out. Come on. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look at you. So, there is a screw. Oh. But I see it's fallen way, way down inside there. So, That's what happened. So I didn't get that pushed down in there right, I guess. Well, or at least not enough. Okay. Well, that doesn't seem like it came up very far, but it feels tight. But this, oh, that one's a square nut. Huh. Well, let's see how far this goes in. See if it engages with that. Oh yeah, that should work. Alright, let's put the hot end fan back on. Get everybody tucked into the groove down in there. Come on, get in there. Slide in. Alright. Get that one in. And kind of get that one started straight. Get the back two started straight, because they're what hold the cables in place. Make sure that's got a little bit of slack, so I don't hate it when it's pulling on that motor tight. Okay. Whew. Hey. Oh boy. So I'm just hopefully not snuffling too much. My hacking cough is down to a minimum. So get this all tightened up again, and this is only the third time I've had this whole section apart. But you know, that's fine. You have to do it to take the hot end apart and replace things if you have a meltdown or stuff like that. So it's good getting some practice in. Try to do it without breaking the fins off the fan, because that's always bad. I've had to replace the fan on my MK2 because stuff got stuck in there, and I went to remove it with tweezers, and of course didn't know it, but when I pulled it out I cracked one of the blades, and it wasn't until later that the fan blade broke off and stalled the fan and screwed everything up. But okay, so now I'll line this guy back up, put that in the groove, and then that kind of has to, yeah, the extruder motor wires and the hot end fan wires have to go vertically. So there's a slot that goes through and then a slot that goes up for those. So you kind of have to do a combo move to get that into position, and then you can get the screws started. Now, Let's make sure this guy goes in. A little bit. And he's going in. Okay. So now, make sure those guys back. These are into the groove again. Not binding on anything, alright? Now I can feel it engaging. Yep, that nut was just not sucked in quite far enough for this little screw to engage. Yeah, because now he's coming up tight. There we go. Okay, and that is an extruder assembly mounted. Tighten all screws, prevent issues. Carriage back, cable holder, M3 nut, M3 by 10 screw 1, M3 by 40 screw. Okay. So we got our holdery doobob, the back end of this. Oops. Forgot. I don't want to lose my E3D hologram. Ugh. So it's going right here on the front of the machine right now. I don't know where it was on the, oh, it was on the side of the extruder motor before. Can I get it peeled? Yeah. Maybe. Maybe like I don't know. Oh God. Maybe I'll put it on the side of the extruder motor again. What? You guys, you E3D guys and your stickers. Man, come on. You're killing me. Oh. Genuine awesome E3D. Let's put it on the right way around. I love it. I love me some bling. Okay. Oh, so I've got this piece. And where is the cable piece? Right here. Yeah. That's the cable doohickey. Give me that. Get in the garbage. Okay. So for this guy, there's a thing. these guys. He goes through. Come on. Alright. Hole's a little bit small, but we'll get it in there. Come on. Come on. Fingers, why are you failing me now? Alright. Get out here. Okay. Alright, put it in all the way. There we go. There's a nut that we're going to need. Come on. Flip it over. Get this guy started on there. Okay. Put the M3 nut until the nut slides in there. Let the shader cut out. So I'm going to tighten this till the nut goes down in the hole. Get all the way in there. All right. Okay. So now we've done that. Now we've got to do this. Oh, come on. The carriage, the cable guide thingamabobber. Oh boy. Alright. Cable guide gets M3 screw, M3x40, and yeah, that's got to be that one because that's the only one I got. And it goes in from this end. Tighten the screw all the way through the printed part. Yeah. Really? You're going to screw all the way in there? Okay. Sheesh. I like it. It's not going to create binding. It's not going to let the wires hit on the bed, like was the problem with some, if you didn't get it right on the old ones. Oh, come on. you're not going to be long enough. Did I drop a longer screw? Probably. Figures. What the heck? Oh, did I only have one? No, I thought there was two of these guys. That's right, that's right. That goes there. Oh, there it is. I thought so. Knew I had two of you guys. Hey. Alright. Okay, so there's the X carriage in the picture. Make sure that comes out. Make sure the U-shaped slot lines up with the other one. This way. Whoop. Yep. Okay. You want to be a twisty bugger, aren't you? Okay. There we go. You are together. All right. Now, okay, connector for the one end and connector for the other end on the filament sensor cable. So that one's the end that goes to the filament sensor. Alright. Use the cable from the previous step and connect it carefully to the filament sensor. No, the connector has two different sides. Side with a safety pin . Connector for the sensor is the one with the little clippy, and the connector for the INC board is the other one. Okay, so the clippy goes to the left, lines up with my little pins here. Don't know if you'll be able to see it sliding into place, but there it is. And must be on the left. Gently rotate the cable clockwise. Create a small loop. See the second picture. Push the cable through the opening on the X carriage. Okay, clockwise, make a small loop, push it through the opening like that. All right, that's interesting. And that's got to go through that little Jobby McBobby there to capture that. And then those guys, yeah, I see that. Okay. Push the cables from the extruder through the X carriage back. Start with the extruder motor and left hot end fan. Alright, so these two. Oh, sorry. Extruder motor and the hot end fan. Doot, doot, doot. Extruder motor and hot end fan. Okay. Then push the front print fan and the pin to probe. So that's these two. I'm not being very careful about which ones are going where. Alright, and then okay, slide the X carriage back towards the X axis. Yeah, we're getting there. Pull this guy and this guy and then this guy. Kind of bundle them up. Okay, so there's those guys. Note to Joseph. Put the two steps that require 8 hands on the facing pages. So I don't have to try and turn a page while I'm in the middle of holding everything. Before crossing them, I'll place the filament sensor cable in the slot. Make sure that they're not pinched. Using 5 M3 by 10. Start in the middle. Tighten the corners. Okay. So, oh boy, 3, 4. Five of you boys. All right. Let me just see. I'm going to get this guy started and we'll check on camera angles because I'm sure you're not seeing anything right now except my big fat hand. pretty much. Okay, let's move this a little bit. Yeah, it'll be upside down still, but you know what? Give you a better look at my messy bench. Yeah. At least you can see something. Alright, so put that screw in there. And I'm not going to tighten it tight. Put the second screw up here. There. Two more. One down here. Okay. Okay, all the cables look not pinched. Everything still moves. Snuggish. Okay. All right, now there we go. All right. So now we got to do two nylon filaments, 50 and 30 millimeter, 30 centimeters. Don't trim any of them. And they are not in there with that. There's one here. This is the longer one. There's the shorter one. There's the shorter one. I know we have the long one. I just want to make sure that I actually have the long one and that the short one is here and is a short one. Okay, which it is. Short one, long one. We're going to use the long one. Using the pliers, cut one end of the filament. Check the tip. It's similar. Yeah, okay. Cut the tip. Press through there to a circular slot. It's a circular hole. Without the cables. Pliers insert the filament into the hole. So I'm going to cut a pointy point. That's a shitty point. That's a shitty nipper. Okay, we're going to cut it with this. A good set of nippers. Alright. Now, somewhere in the depth of these massive wires is a little hole, which is right there. And that does not feel like it's going in there very far. But it's in the hole. Okay. It's in there. Guide the filament sensor cable through the slot and the X carriage. Join the rail. Wrap the spiral largest around the cables. Start with the cables upper in 3 to 4 turns. Okay. 3 zip ties. Push them through the lower slots in the cable holder. You will have issues during prints. Yep. The nuts. Okay. Yeah, so they don't want them on the right. Alright, so we need the spiral wrap, which is the biggest, fattest, longest one. Ooh. Yep. Which has a nifty kink in it. Alright, and we're going to need 3 zip ties. Okie dokie. So this guy's got to go down through the slot, down here to where all these guys are. Can I get you in there any better? Yeah. Push him up there nice and tight. Okay. Let's see. Get them all in there. All right. So now I want 3 or 4 wraps of this thing. Around. I don't know if it's no. Around the cables and the nylon filament. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So not around the guide, the cables and the nylon filament. So we just want it around these guys. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll push that guy up against there. And the little tail guy, what I want to do is rotate it around. Yeah. And get that smooshed down tight, wrapped tight around those guys. All right. There we go. So now, zip ties. The zip ties. 3 zip ties through the lower slots. Just like this. And number 3. Well, this part I like. I like this cable guide thingy-mabob. Okay. So we want to make sure that the heads of these aren't too far to the right. Yeah, you guys can see that. So snug these guys up, get them kind of out of the way. Okay. And come on. All right. It can be a little tighter. Okay. Good. So snip him off. Snip him off. Snip him off. All right. So much for that cable. Yep. All right. Close as possible to the printed part. Well, yeah. Is that gonna hit? Yeah. So I'm saying it's gonna be right there. All right. Okay, so now, all right. So now we get to undo the hot end wires. Okay, and we're going to put 2 more zip ties. Through the lower slots. And do we care which side the heads are on, or the heads go straight down? I believe the heads go straight down. Yeah. So put those 2 through there. And then going to bring up our hot end wires. And we're going to loop them up there. Okay. What are you guys doing here? Oh. Okay, hot end wires are secured. We can cut those guys off. And we're going to add the rest of this to our cable wrap. Yeah, we're one wrap out. That cable's for hot end. And then finishing wrapping. Alright. So, you guys can't see that I'm wrapping, but I am. So, finishing the spiral wrap. Right down to the end of the nylon. Right there. Alright. Perfect. Now, filament sensor cover, idler plug, filament sensor cover, PTFE tube, and 2 M3x10s. So the sensor cover is this guy right here. PTFE tube. Oops. Dropped my other piece of nylon down here. PSU. Okay. I do not find my one piece of PTFE. Well, it was supposed to be in there. I put it in with the feet for safekeeping. No. What did I do with you, little PTFE tube? Are you rolling around here on the desk with all the screws? Or did I stick you back in a bag somewhere? And why do I have extra screws for the E-axis? It is a little teeny piece. It's not in there. Spares. Maybe. Let's stick it in there. Oh, brother. Okay, so all my baggies. That's got some nuts in it. No, nothing. Nothing. Nope. Okay, feet. Nothing. I do not see any PTFE in here. Well, that's great. Well, I have some PTFE, so I guess I can cut a new piece. Oh! See if I can cut it the right length. Nothing. It wasn't in here. I accidentally dumped it out. No. Cardboard. Two remaining pieces of that. Okay, well, let's see if I can make a piece that's long enough. PTFE tube. Let's turn this puppy around here. Making sure it's not in here. No. Huh. Okay. All right. filament sensor cover, which is the little teeny black piece. 3 screws and a little piece of PTFE tube. Majority of the tube's length will stick out. So if I push this into the hole where the filament's supposed to go, I need about that much longer than what sticks out of here, which is like so. Okay, so put that in. Put that on. Put that on. Put 3 of these guys in. Or 2 of these. What did I say? 3 by 10. 2 of these M3 by 10s. They go in like that. Screw, you can go back in there. Don't have need for you yet. Two of you little guys. Right here. And then this little crazy ass thing. Goes with the chamfer side down. All right. Alright, it's filament sensor cover. Boop. Okay, filament sensor cover installed. Fan nozzle. Okay. Fan nozzle. Get one more M3 by 10. there. Oh, come on. What are you doing? Get in the hole. Okay. There we go. Yep. That's done. LCD assembly. Oh boy. Alright. We're gonna set you aside again, buddy. LCD assembly parts. LCD. Oh. Okay. Okay, I got my screws, LCD, and a card. Yep. Oh. A knob, 2 brackets, and a faceplate. Statically bag. Protective cover. Okay. Make sure that the cables are plugged in the correct order. So, with that on the way, that side, red stripe, red stripe. Oh, we should have 2 stripes. On EXP2, which we do, and 1 stripe on EXP1, which we do. Okay. Yeah, we got this picture. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Slide the LCD controller parts. So this one goes on the side with the SD card. Thingamabobber. Something like that. And this side goes to there. Something like that. Yeah. Make sure I peel this off before I push this thing on here. Okay. That's how it fits. Yep. Okay. Alright, so now we need 2 screws. We need a hand here. All right. Excuse me. That's in there. All right. So now we need 4 square nuts. Come on, number 4. Okay. And that might be just about enough for tonight. And we'll push these guys in here. Come on. Oh, they're tight. Okay. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do now, yeah, I'm going to put the knob on now, as knob can go on right now. Alright, should be 4 screws left in here. Should be a memory card in here. All right. All right. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. From underneath there. So find the screw hole. In place. Okie dokie. Snug and snug. Alright, starting to look like an i3 Mark III. So let's tip it back up here. Alright, we got a bunch of dangly cables laying around here. was fast, wasn't it? Oh yeah. Heat bed and PSU assembly. Using those pliers for nylon trimming. Oh, we got a ways to go. We still got, yeah. So I'm going to quit right here for tonight, and should be sometime during the rest of the weekend I will get out here to at least get the print bed and the PSU hooked up, hopefully get the electronics wired, and we'll see if we get a first print off this thing. Yahoo! Thanks for watching.